let's dive in. Today, we're digging into your sources on something you've probably seen flooding your feed, LinkedIn polls.
Oh, yeah. Hard to miss them.
Exactly. And what started as, a simple engagement tool, your material suggests, has evolved into something, well, much more significant.
Definitely. It looks like it's become this powerful engine for um, intelligence gathering.
So our goal here is to unpack that, right? Take the findings from your sources and figure out what this shift really means.
Yeah, how are these polls actually working as a data collection platform? And maybe more importantly, what are the implications for you, whether you're making them or just clicking on them?
And the scale your sources point to is, wow, it's staggering.
It really is not a niche thing anymore.
Not at all. A reported 300% jump in polls since 2023. That's huge.
And think about your own scroll. The material suggests maybe, what, 1 in 4 posts you see could be a poll now?
1 in 4. Apparently 78% of power users are posting them regularly. It's really become a dominant content type.
Well, and that prevalence isn't just random. It seems deeply connected to LinkedIn's algorithm.
Yeah, okay, the algorithm.
Yeah, the sources are pretty clear that interactive stuff, especially polls, gets heavily prioritized.
Right, the algorithm loves engagement, doesn't it? So it pushes polls higher up.
Precisely. That algorithmic boost seems to be the main driver. You get more visibility.
Which means more votes, more comments.
More shares, exactly. It sort of creates this viral loop, expanding the reach massively for whoever posts the poll. It's a strong incentive, kind of baked right into the platform.
Okay, so the algorithm helps explain why we see so many, but who is really leveraging this and, what are their goals according to your sources?
Well, the material points to a few key groups. Marketers, for instance, are big users.
Makes sense. For engagement.
Yes, but also brand awareness and even, surprisingly, quite direct lead generation.
I can see that. Responding is kind of a soft signal of interest. Who else?
Researchers are using them too, for getting quick industry insights, validating trends maybe, without a big formal survey.
Quick and dirty research, almost.
Sort of.
Yeah.
And Stale's team seem to be using them strategically too. Maybe to qualify prospects, figure out pain points.
Right from the horse's mouth via a poll response. Interesting. And thought leaders.
They're definitely in the mix, building their audience, but also, crowdsourcing content ideas.
Seeing what topics land, what opinions are out there.
Exactly. It's like instant feedback on what their audience cares about, high-level market research, basically.
So, okay, it's clear why people and businesses are using polls. But if LinkedIn is pushing this content, what data is the platform getting when you click that button? This is where that intelligence gathering bit really kicks in, right?
Absolutely. It goes way beyond just counting the votes. LinkedIn is gathering demographic data.
Like who answers what kind of poll?
Exactly. Which job titles, which industries respond to which topics, plus company intelligence spotting patterns in responses from people at specific companies.
Wow. Potentially revealing how people inside certain organizations feel about things. That's quite something.
It is. And they also map connection patterns, how opinions or ideas seem to spread through networks based on poll responses.
Okay.
And of course, behavioral insights, not just what you voted, but maybe when you voted, how quickly, things like that. It paints a really detailed picture.
A picture of professional sentiment and how networks function. And how is LinkedIn actually using all this granular data? It's not just sitting there, I assume.
No, the sources suggest a pretty clear pipeline. This poll data gets combined with everything else they know.
Right.
And used for really sophisticated segmentation, creating these very refined audience profiles based on what people say they think and how they engage.
Which feeds directly into their ad business, yeah. Better segments mean advertisers can target much more precisely.
That's the core of it. And ultimately, it's a big part of their monetization, turning these deep insights into valuable services, mostly through that enhanced ad targeting, but maybe other premium data products too.
So when we look at who benefits, it feels a bit tilted based on your sources. Users, okay, they get instant feedback, maybe some visibility, network growth.
Which are real benefits for sure, checking the pulse of your industry quickly.
Yeah, tangible stuff. But LinkedIn's gains seem, well, much bigger.
The material definitely highlights that. They get more time spent on the platform.
Yeah.
All that rich behavioral data we talked about, much better ad targeting, higher engagement metrics overall.
Your single click is just one data point for you, but for them, it's one of millions feeding a huge data set.
Exactly. A very valuable data set.
Given how many there are, did the sources mention any downsides for users?
Yeah, a few things came up. Definitely poll fatigue. If you post too many, your network might just get tired of them.
Leading to lower quality responses or just annoyance.
Right, and potentially hurting your credibility if all you do is post simple polls without mixing in more substantial content.
And if everyone's doing it, maybe people just start tuning them out altogether.
That's a risk. The strategic advice highlighted really boils down to focus. Use them intentionally. Quality over quantity.
Thinking about that value exchange, what you get versus what valuable data LinkedIn gets.
Precisely. And protecting your professional brand,
Yeah.
balancing the quick polls with deeper content.
Makes sense. Integrate them thoughtfully. Don't let them become your whole identity online.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's leave you with this thought, especially around that idea of your data's value. Given that every click, every vote you make adds to this really sophisticated intelligence system for LinkedIn, what does that imply about the choices you make? How you engage, what you share, even through something that seems as simple as a poll. Definitely something to mull over next time you see one, or think about posting one yourself.